Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Latin Ghost, coming to you with my first tutorial slash actually first video for YouTube, trying to actually do things for YouTube. So if you guys are watching this, thank you very much. Hopefully you guys will like what you see. I can just give you a short little tutorial video on how to set up, because I've run into this problem myself personally, and I know people, unless you have the right camera, which I'll go into in a bit, how to set up your chroma key for a green screen background. Now, there are a few different cameras that will have it automatically. That way you don't have to go through the settings and whatnot. Some of us can't afford those cameras. It's okay. That's why I'm here making this video. So the camera I'm using today is a Logitech C920. Now the updated version, the C922, has the profiles for the chroma key actually built into it. So you actually don't have to go through all this. You just kind of set it and forget it type ordeal. But since we don't have that, I'm going to run with, if you have a regular Amazon regular camera that you can actually get from Amazon, this is actually one of the best cameras. I believe now it's dropped down in price. It may be under $50, maybe under 60, because I know the C922 is going down in price as well. But I digress. So I have here a display capture scene, which I might make a video if you guys want it on that. From my experience of trying to get Streamlabs started through trial and error, we'll get through all that in a second. So the first thing we're actually probably going to start, let's say we'll start it fresh. So you want to have a scene. Now I have in my sources kind of just all in one place. So if I were to click on this, you will see all this crazy nonsense mumble jumble looking like how you see it in the mirror. Well, all these actually represent something. So if I scroll down here to the little arrow, now you'll see what everything represents. You see here I have my donation goal setups, my alert box setup, my latest donation, webcam, live screen, loot, Elgato, etc., whatever. The display capture, which I'll show you in another video. But today we're going to be focusing on good old webcam. Now I have my webcam disabled because I want to go through kind of the steps, but for suffice, let's show the people what I look like. Hi peoples, it's me right there, Latin Ghost. It's kind of actually stuck because I actually had another camera in my USB port. So because I was trying to run a dual camera setup, but it's okay. So now we can either do one of two things. Double click it, left click it, right click it. Now see it has a couple of different options, my HD Pro. I don't know why it says the HD Pro and then, oh, that's a Logitech 270. But we're gonna go with the C920 camera. So we'll deactivate it for a second. Let's get this bad boy working again. And activate it. So hopefully it will work properly this time. But if not, there's always workarounds on that, and it isn't. So the easiest workaround is to disconnect it from my USB device. Wait about 3 seconds and plug it back in, and hopefully, just hopefully, that may work for it. But apparently it doesn't want to work for it. So gotta love technical difficulties. So all right. But anyway, so we're going to go into how you would set up the chroma key. If I stop getting notifications on my on the computer. So let's go into here. Now when you right click, you'll see a whole bunch of options that come up. So we're not going to really worry about too many of these options, but you're going to worry about this one right here, filters. Now you see I already have the chroma key already set up. But if you didn't have this set up, this was your first doing, you would go to, sorry about that, you would go to this plus sign right here. The plus sign is what you're going to do to bring up your options. Now, there are many different options. You can play around with how you want these. You can do it to set up your streams better, whatever you like to do. So they have many different ones down here. You have the face mask, plugin, image, crop, the gain, the scroll. So all these other different ones. If you're using the web camera for your microphone, you got the noise gate, noise suppression, which greatly helps cut down the noise. But you're going to want to go to Chroma Key right here. So I'll start a whole nother Chroma Key. Alrighty, sorry about that. Alrighty, so let's see. Chroma Key, Chroma Key, Chroma Key. So you're going to want to set it up to where it says green, blue, magenta, whatever kind of background you have. Now I have the green screen background. Let's see if I can get my camera working properly. But it says it's the... Oh, well, look at that. I actually unplugged the wrong camera. So, that's actually pretty fine. I'm going to use my C270. So if you notice already, I kind of have my screen a little backed up. I have it a little off, but it's okay. That's fine. So, first, if you want to configure the video, you want to get the alignment right. Actually, for me, it's all about just kind of moving it to the right and dropping it, apparently. Sorry about that, folks. This is only take one anyway. So, let's see. Okay. Gotta love it. There's my pretty face again. Sorry about the little technical difficulties. But as you can kind of see behind me, I already have it set up, but we need to get to this point anyway. So we're going to right click and hit filter. Now, it says Chroma Key, and then I have Chroma Key 1. So we're going to remove one of these. So normally it's not going to look like that. Normally it's going to look like this. You are going to have the green screen set up behind you, however you have it set up, your lighting, whatever. Now for me, lighting's a little issue, but it's not a real big deal. You see that right there, that little shadowy part? It gets annoying. So make sure you want to have ample lighting for anything you do. Now, you're going to be at default settings. Everything's going to be 0, whatever. It's going to look like this. So, everybody's settings is going to be different. Not everybody's going to have the same settings. It's going to look different for how you want it. And it's just going to be the way it is. Your personal preference, it doesn't matter. So, for me, you can play around with it. Now, as you can see, nothing's really happened yet. But then I jump up a little bit, and you see in the similarity of 444, you kind of see the green start to go away. You can kind of see where it's starting to slowly go, and then if you look at your transitional scene on the background, you can kind of see where you want it. You go too much, you're out of the picture too. Go too little, your screen is still there. So you kind of wanted it just right. See now, the 531 is too much. So basically, you're just going to play around with it, give or take. All right. So now if you actually move it over, you can kind of see over here on your screen how you're actually going to be looking when you're broadcasting it. Now, like I said, for me, the little green screen right there, little still shows because it's the shadow. Doesn't really bother me. I know it's a lighting issue. So I have a little desk lamp. Kind of shines a little bit better. give or take what, maybe, maybe not. If you have the ample lighting, if you have actually the studio lighting, it's going to be bright, vibrant. You're not going to have to worry about it. As you can see, the light actually reflects off of my forehead on the camera, kind of messing up what we're trying to establish. So I kind of turned the light away. That way I don't have to worry about anything. Now, like I said, everybody's going to be different. I have my smoothness down to 24. The key color spill reduction, I'll show you what that does. Now I'm black and white. Now this is your thing, this is your sticky going for a noir look. Great, this will be awesome. Actually, more power to you because that's actually a pretty good look, but not everybody wants that. So it's basically your contrast from black and white. Higher it is, you're gonna be black, noir looking. The lower it is, you're gonna be regular, natural, what they say, lighting. Now the contrast, I have mine at minus 0.17. Reason why? I'm gonna look really shaded, really dark if I have it all the way down to minus minus 0.98. If I go higher, I'm looking like aliens are abducting me. Take me to your leader. Oh God, no. You don't want that. So you have to find the right balance that's good for you. For me, actually the 0.07 actually is not a bad balance too. Now the brightness. Brightness is kind of what gives it the natural lighting look. It's almost the same as the contrast. It's either going to be take me to your leader or you're not going to be able to see me at all. While I may look dark in the background, it looks like I'm basically playing with no lighting whatsoever. It's like I'm playing with too much lighting. You got to find the right contrast, the right balance for you. Everybody's different. And the gamma. If you guys know anything about TV, it's almost the same way. Gamma kind of brings it more naturally. Pretty much the contrast, brightness, and the gamma all work about the same way. So now with that being said, all you're going to hit is done. Make sure everything looks great because right now that looks perfect for me. If you guys have any issues, concerns, just remember there are plenty of tutorial videos out there. Hopefully mine can bring you some enlightenment about how the camera works. Next tutorial, I will probably end up doing the display scene because I actually had a crazy time figuring that out with this little display capture right there. But until then, guys, I'm Latin Ghost. Thank you for watching my first YouTube video amidst all the chaos and confusion. If everything is cool, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. Give me some constructive criticism. Make sure, heck, I'll try to do my best. But until then, all I have to say is Latin Ghost is out, guys. Have a good one. Later.